have it twice. There.
Lunisi Sloom. Punka di Sarba.
They're chatting it up.
Wabana. Enloy. Algorithm.
Whose voice is
Oh,
that?
Yadabu.
Oh.
Swobif in Arva.
Is that Sheldon's voice?
Oh.
Oh my god. I need to fix Sheldon's voice. Why is it so deep? He may be a Texan, but he has one of the highest Texan voices I've ever heard. Oh, that was really awkward. Okay. After he sleeps, he should talk to Penny. Can he ask her out and stuff? He can flirt. Okay, Penny should be done writing her jokes for now. Nap lazily. That sounds more like her thing. All right. He's really uncomfortable. This is an awkward conversation. Sheldon shouldn't speak with that voice. He needs to take a bath. He needs to leave that conversation. I took a lot of classes in philosophy in high school. It was kind of required, but yeah, philosophy is interesting, especially learning about different belief systems of other cultures, like Buddhist and Protestant and Catholic. I also took a lot of psychology in college. Like a lot of people who don't know what they're doing with their life do. They take psychology. I'm not probably ever going to do anything with it, though, other than be a well-rounded human being, I guess. I always liked history of the Asian countries. I used to be really into Japan. Like, I have a Chinese rice hat hanging on my wall and a lot of anime. And I used to draw a lot of anime as a kid.
Yes. Theme maps.
Ethics and morals. I had to take an ethics class when I was a senior in high school. It was required to graduate. But probably the class I hated the most was one taught by one of our teachers where you had to, as your end of class project, we would have like these debates, but we'd be dressed up as famous philosophers like Socrates and Jung and all those people. And we had to dress in costume. So my sister, she had this this little weird patch of fake furry hair attached to some elastic, and I wore it on my chin like a really crappy brown goatee. And then an old brown choir robe I found at school, and I was Socrates.
Stevie.
I hope you get to teach what you would love to teach, Junkie. I'm sure you'll be an excellent professor. It would be awesome. Ross should clean up since he's just lounging around in his underwear again. I swear, that boy. His bright red pants. This is so awkward. No social social morals. So you think you'd be more of a controversial ethics teacher if you think you're going to piss off a lot of parents? I need to turn off this TV. It's so loud. There. My God. Yeah, you run, Raj, in your little pants. So weird. Penny's still sleeping. Mm. You should have been on the debate team then, Junkie.
Forney Fatoza Bab. Eno Planar.
You probably would have been one of those students.
Yibs.
You probably would have been one of those students who like always chose the opposing side of the debate and stirred up shit. Made people yell and scream. But that's kind of what makes it fun, right? Man, the music got loud all of a sudden. Nah. Why is it so loud? There. Yeah, when I had to do the philosopher debates, we'd be graded on how like persuasive our arguments were. We'd be given a list of questions, ethical questions, and be required to answer how our philosopher that we were emulating, how they might answer. So it was really difficult, especially if you were someone like Socrates, who was alive a really long time ago. So there wasn't much like to really go off of how you think that they'd react to more current questions. I don't know, all I can remember is having to wear that little piece of fur on my chin to look more male and masculine. With me and my blonde hair and 5-foot self in a brown choir robe that was 3 sizes too large for me. Yeah, I haven't taken any philosophical type classes in a really long time, so I'll be difficult to argue with, Chunky, because I don't remember much on most topics any longer. It was all such a long time ago. I graduated in 2011, so it's been a good 3-4 years, you know. Great coworkers, but Raj can't talk to people. Well, he can't talk to females. We can't talk to her. Is there another coworker, or is it just them? Oh no. Okay. Oh, okay. John Watson. What's another weird thing about Sims 4 is like your other Sims that you make in other games will continue to live their day-to-day life in games you play. Like John Watson is a Sim I made in another town, and he's here working as a doctor. Alright, so they're chatting it up. Yak, yak, yak. Sorry, I was checking my phone. I wasn't trying to ignore anybody. Yeah, I pretty much BS'd my way through a lot of the required philosophy classes I had to take. I went to a Christian school, so not taking Bible class was not an option. Okay, I gotta talk to these sick people. I wonder if Raj will get like sick more often because he works here and is around patients all day. Dr. Kuthrapali. There's no option for astronomy or whatever, which is his actual vocation. So, oh, I graduated high school in 2011. I haven't technically graduated college yet, even though I think I have. I'm probably just a few credits away from having an associate's degree. But they keep on pressuring me to find a focus and like pick a major, and I don't want to because I don't know and I don't want to have to go back and change it again. I want to be sure, or at least 75% positive before I pick my major, which I know is silly because the average person changes their major like what is it, like 15 times before they settle. Don't quote me on that. Is Raj still talking to that person? He's gonna waste all his time talking to his pretty coworker lady. Oh no, that patient. I don't get pissed easily about people's views on religion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I was raised actually Adventist, which is a stricter regime of Christianity, but I just associate myself as a Christian more than an Adventist any longer. So I don't try and push my beliefs or anything on other people. So don't worry, I'm not gonna like beat you over the head with a Bible or anything junky. John Watson is just like talking to his coworker and pissing off all of these patients wanting to get in. Alright. Stop talking to people. Go eat your thing. He has to talk to this lady. Okay, has he greeted everybody? Did he greet you? No. He needs to fill these things. I didn't only go to Christian school, I went to the Adventist schools all 12 years of my high school and middle school and elementary school life. I was in little private schools that had students, probably only ranged up to 200 students per school. So yeah, I definitely had that small town mentality when I went to school. So I was terrified whenever I'd visit any of my friends' public schools because just the crush of bodies was insanity to me. Yeah, Bible history was actually not a bad class to take. I'm not into the whole belief system of evolution, and I know there are people out there who are, and that's totally fine. But it's interesting to like match sightings from the Bible about dates and years with scientists' beliefs. The scientists are all like, oh, billions of years ago, blah, blah, blah. And then you read the Bible, and if you do the math, Earth hasn't been around that long, according to the Bible. But I don't know. I don't have many strong opinions I tend to be kind of just like a pushover a little bit, like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. I know. I don't like confrontation much when it comes to religion, probably because of all the biblical debates and discussions I was forced into as a kid. That is a very large graduating class, Junkie. I couldn't imagine the sheer humanity. Yes, I said humanity. He hasn't done all the stuff he needs to do. Stop it. Can you discuss work? Tell not safe for work joke. That's an option. I don't want to get fired. Oh, he has to pee. His microwave food wasn't good, so he's uncomfortable. Damn. There's nothing wrong with watching debates. It makes you learn how to be a better arguer, I guess you could say. Better strategist when supporting your arguments, I guess you could say that. I know, I can see that you're really, really passionate about this, and that's awesome. But, oh my god, it's already 11. And, I think I'm going to pause it here with Cruiser Polly at work. Sitting on the John. Don't mind that. Alright. I think I'm going to hit the hay. I'm tired. Thank you for watching. This was awesome, especially streaming with Kayla. I don't get to stream with Danielliaret very often. Our schedules kind of conflict